Hello guys and welcome back. Merlin here, and today we're going to be discussing some deck tech from MTGA Arena. We're going to be going with the new deck that I've had. This used to be my speed burn deck. I had to change it due to a standard rotation, so now it is Dragon's Fire. It now uses 20 Mountain, Electro Dominance times 3, 1 Sarkhan the Masterless, 1 Jaya Venerated Fire Mage, 3 Lock Dragon, 4 Skewer the Critic, 2 Risk Factor, 3 Precision Bolt, 2 Light Up the Stage, 2 Chandra Acolyte of Flame, 4 Lava Coil, 3 Electrostatic Field, 4 Chandra's Pyro Helix, 4 Shock, and 4 Scorch Spitters. And away we go. Alright, let's do this. Now the reason we're using this deck is I'm trying to use or bring the dragons back, since there's so much good support for dragons between Niv Mizzet Reborn. Ooh, we're going to keep this hand. We have 2 mountains, Scorch Spitters, Electrostatic Field, Lava Coil, and Precision Bolt. But between that, Shivan Dragon got a reprint in M20, which, let's face it, he gets a reprint in every core set. Alright, Scorch Spitter. And the goal is to make a deck that, like, basically operates like the Izzet Machine Gun. Just and boom, dead. Okay, so we're going to play this. Let's see, Sky Knight Vanguard. Whenever it attacks, it creates a 1/1 soldier. How about no? We'll Lava Coil it, that'll exile it. Swing for 2. Because of his ability, he deals 1 damage when he attacks to either a Planeswalker or player. So he's basically doing 2 damage. That'll work. Alright, Mountain. And we're going to zap that. When it dies, it deals a damage to him and he draws a card. Okay, so we are facing... We've seen the blue or red-white out of his Skyguard and black, and now we have Corpse Knight. Alright, we're going to play Mountain. Come in with Scorch Spitter. We're going to drop Chandra. Use her 0 ability. Everybody attacks except for the Scorch Spitter. He's going to block Scorch Spitter. He's going to take 3 damage total. They're gone. Okay. Now we have 2 Corpse Knights. Okay, we're going to Mountain. Let's see. We're going to drop Electrostatic Field. We're going to neg 2 her. And we're going to cast Lava Coil. We're going to hit that one. Pay the mana for it. And then we're going to summon a second Scorch Spitter. And no attacks. And as you can see, the deck kind of flows with a nice symmetry. The mana is not too much. For a monocolor deck, the ideal mana count is between 17 to 22 tops. Okay. Let's see. We are going to first cast this. Equal to the number of creatures you control. Yeah. That goes boom. We're going to use this to create those. He takes 2 points of damage automatically. But as you can see, the deck's kind of basic in design. It uses Scorch Spitters. Pretty basic card. The elementals we get off from Chandra. And then Electrostatic Field. Great for just a blocker, plus its ability to deal 1 point of damage every time I cast an instant or sorcery spell. So far, I haven't seen too many. There we go. I was going to say, so far, I haven't seen any real kill spells from him. And I rank up. And there we go. Ooh. Coins and XP, I'll take. Now let's take a closer look at the deck. We have 4 Scorch Spitters, the Shocks, Chandra's Pyrohelix. Now this is an interesting spell. It's a common from, I believe that's War of the Spark. Anyways, Chandra's Pyrohelix deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. So you could burn 2 1/1 creatures, or you could burn a 2/2 creature, creature with 2 toughness, creature with 1 toughness. Or you could just zap your opponent for 2 points of damage. We have the Electrostatic Field, as we saw. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, deal 1 point of damage to my opponent. Lava Coil. There's the bread and butter of this deck. Lava Coil deals 4 damage to target creature. It costs 2. It's from the new Ravnica, or the first block of Ravnica in this set. If that creature would die this turn, X out instead. Then we added 2 M20 Chandra Acolyte of Flame. She has 2 0 abilities. Put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker. I'm sorry, guys, I was stifling back a cough there. But she has a 0 ability. Put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker I control. Another 0 ability, which we saw in action there. Create 2 red or 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. And her neg 2 is you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard with a converted mana cost of 3 or less. If that card would be put in your graveyard, X out instead. We have 2 light up the stage because of its spectacle cost. If I damage my opponent before playing it, it only costs 1 red. Exile the top 2 cards of my library, and then until the end of my next turn, I can cast those cards. Precision Bolt, 3 mana, 1 red, 2 colorless. Precision Bolt deals 2 or 3 damage to any target. Another good card for this deck. Not desk. Yeah, we're playing with a desk here. Deck. Risk Factor. It costs 3 mana, 1 red, 2 colorless. Target opponent may have Risk Factor deal 4 damage to them. If they don't, I get to draw 3 cards. And because of its jump start, all I have to do is pay the mana cost again, discard a card, and I can do it again. Then we have Skewer the Critic, same story as Light Up the Stage. If I deal damage to my opponent before casting this, I can only cast it for, or I can cast it for its spectacle cost. And it costs 1 red instead of a red and 2 colorless. Deal 3 damage to any target. Now this is new. Lock Dragon. This is from the Throne set that just came out. Whenever Lock Dragon enters the battlefield or attacks, you may discard a card. If I do, I can draw a card. And because of its hybrid cost of either blue or red, I could play him for 4 red, which means he's perfect for this deck. And then we have Jaya, the Venerated Fire Mage. If another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage plus 1 to that permanent instead. So he would be dealing 4 damage. And she has a neg 2 ability, deal 2 damage to any target. Now she deals 3 damage. Then we have Sarkhan the Masterless. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. So, let's say I have every dragon in this deck in play. So the Lock Dragons, the dragons that Sarkhan creates, let's say I have total 4 dragons in play. Whenever they attack a planeswalker I control, me, their creature's gonna take 4 damage before the damage even gets through. Then we have Electro Dominance. Electro Dominance deals X damage to any target. You may cast a card with converted mana cost X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So let's say I ding my opponent for 5 damage. I can now play a mana or a spell card from my hand that costs 4 or less. So very good. And then we have the 20 Mountains. And based on the speed this deck was showing, I'm sorry guys, I got a bit of a throat cold there, so every once in a while I gotta clear my throat here. So let's do this one more time. So far we are on a 1-win streak with that deck. Go Pita, huh? And I am 1 rank above him. Okay, so we have the 2 mountains, Shock, Lava Coils, Precision Bolt, and Risk Factor. We're gonna keep. Just for the giggles. And we're gonna play a mountain. Pass a turn. He's probably gonna be using white. Nope. Hybrid of black and white. Yeah, go ahead. You get to scry one. Okay. My turn. There we go. We now have the mana for Risk Factor. And right now I'm waiting. Trying to see if he's going to drop a creature. But so far all I see coming out of him are Temple of Silence. Which tells me he's digging for something. Alright, we're going to Risk Factor. He's either going to take 4 damage or let me draw 3 cards. Nope. Takes the 4. Come on. Okay, so that tells me he can play every card in his hand, but he's debating right now. I wonder if he got mana flooded. Alright. We're going to zap him for 3. Always, if you can, keep 1 mana and a shock open with this deck. But I'm thinking he's trying to build up enough mana to summon a big creature. Okay, sure. Go ahead and put a basic land card. If you control 4 more lands, untap that land. Aha. There he is. Until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells although they had flash. Return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to their owner's hand. Okay, you say you have a plan. Okay. Well, we're going to +1 him. Just for the giggles. Doom Foretold. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. Oh, so he's going to kill my Sarkhan. Okay. Instead of going straight for... I don't want to play that, so I'll actually do this. We're going to get rid of Lava Coil. And he's taking the 4 damage. Go ahead. Yep, now you have to. Got rid of your own Doom Foretold. And that is the one problem with that. It can backfire royally. Because let's say he didn't choose to sack it. Okay, so he's going to use that to draw himself. Okay. Well, just for the giggles, we're going to Scorch you. We're going to summon Scorch Spitter. Okay, whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures, it deals 2 damage to that player and you gain 2 life. Okay. So far I haven't seen any creatures come out of his deck yet, which is kind of concerning, but either way I can make it work. I need to burn off his Teferi the Time Reveler. Or not. Or he could just burn it off himself, you know. Okay, so far his deck's down to 40. I'm still at 47. He's got one more mana left. And not really the cards to play it that I see. Okay, so far we're waiting for him to decide. Okay, discard, cool. Alright, we're going to zap him once, twice, ba-boom. Now if he does summon a creature, we're all set 'cause we got Lava Coil. Nope, another Time Reveler. Okay, so she's just going to hide behind Oath of Kaya. Go ahead. Okay, what I need to do is draw into my Electro Dominance. Because I don't foresee her having a lot of counterspells in hand. Okay. So behold the overconfidence of the Fire Mage. He's trying to stall me out here, but his deck's getting smaller. He hasn't done any real damage to me. Yes, you've got time, but I've got burn spells if I can get to them. And by the time I do get to it, I'll have plenty of fodder to put into my Electro Dominance. Okay, he's down to 32. He's got 6 life left. I got 17. I do wonder if he's got more Thought Erasures, but we're going to blast him. Yeah, something tells me he did not pack this deck of his with counterspells. Behold, the fealty of the Time Mage. Yep. The only way I'm going to get around that is to blast him with... Okay, so those are legendary enchantments. That burns the first. And all he's doing is playing golden eggs and drawing himself. I bet you he's looking for... counterspells? No? Okay. But I'm willing to bet that he's looking for another Planeswalker. And okay, that burns that one. You deal 3 damage to me. Heal yourself. Oh my lord. I'll be at this a while. Okay, so that's why he's playing his golden eggs. He's gaining 3 life every time he sacks one. Alright, Mountain. Okay, the fact that he's saying good game does beg a question. Huh. Dance? Okay, yeah. That'll do it. I think I'm going to concede right now. What he just did, I do not know, but he just blew me up really good. Just damn. Okay. And now that we've seen basically the the basics of the deck. So here's the deck list once more. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Don't be afraid to leave me some comments in the section down below. If you like what I'm doing, don't be afraid to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Have a good one, guys.